peace. It is indeed windy out here, so that's what this is for. But if you can spend fucking 8 hours plus working at somebody else's business, working for somebody else, getting up every day, getting up on time, not calling out of work and making sure you there and being a good employee. If you can do that for somebody else, you can do the same thing for yourself. I was working at Amazon as an Amazon driver for hopefully y'all can hear me, sorry. As an Amazon driver, working 10-hour shifts, 10 hour plus, sometimes it'll be 11. Working all goddamn day, being rushed, getting baby breaks. And it would be like one 30-minute break and then two 15-minute breaks. But even on the break, they'll be trying to tell you to speed it up and calling you on your break and shit and stress the fuck out, right? I worked that job for quite some time, and honestly, I had to realize, if I could get up every goddamn day, work 10-hour shifts for fucking Jeff Bezos, then I can do that same thing for my own self. So, with that being said, Dan Koe, D-A-N-K-O-E. If y'all haven't heard of him, I'm pretty sure you have. But if you haven't, he talks a lot about creator economy and one person business and things of that nature. And if you are, he talks about this one thing called a 4-hour workday. So basically you spend 1 hour writing, 1 hour building, 1 hour networking, and then another hour, it was something else he said, I don't remember. But the point is, you can do that for whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be writing or whatever. For example, for me, I'm spending 1 hour writing an ebook, 1 hour making content. That's if I'm planning out something to write, some high value content. 1 hour working on a course, because I'm working on getting my certification to become a personal trainer and a life coach and a nutrition coach. And then 1 hour doing schoolwork, because I'm in college. Well, really it's 1.5 hours doing schoolwork for me. But the point is, spread that out and, do this consistently, daily. And you will have reached your goal, basically. You'll have for me, I'll have a completed ebook. I'll have so much content. I would have built an audience for myself because I'm being consistent with content. Of course, I'll have my schoolwork done, and I'll also have my certifications. But do it for whatever works for you. And also, I'm including fitness and stretching. I want to do about 15 to 30 minutes of stretching a day, and then about 1 hour of walking, which I love walking anyway, and then about 30 minutes of calisthenics. So for me, overall, that's about 6.5 hours of quote-unquote work per day. Since I'm a full-time student, I don't have to worry about income at this very moment. But yeah, 6.5 hours of working per day. And I say quote-unquote working because I'm doing what I love to do. That's another thing that really makes the big difference. If you're doing something that you love, it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Discipline doesn't become a thing when you're doing something that you love. All it is knowing that you have to do this. For me, becoming a coach and educator, that has been something, since I went in my notes, and February of 2020, I think it was April or something. All I know is in 2020, I created a fucking note talking about being a life coach and a transformation coach and starting a business doing that. And now it's 2025 and I still haven't done it. And then I look at my notes, and all of my notes are basically saying the same thing. It's the merging of the mind, body, spirit, creating routines, being a life coach, being a holistic life coach. And I've been learning all of these different things. I've been learning, I'm an herbalist, I'm an astrologist, numerologist. I know a lot about holistic health, plant-based nutrition. I'm starting to learn more about fitness, but I know a lot about wellness and holistic health. And I'm also starting to learn more about psychology and philosophy as well. But the point is, I do a whole lot of things. I've also been a jeweler, a crystal wire. I used to wire wrap crystals. So I was a crystal jeweler. I sold herbs. I've done a lot. And all of these things are contributing to this one business. I've also shot music videos. I owned my own, well, I still own it, but I own a media production company. Doing music videos or commercials, photography, graphic design, logos, flyers, and whatnot. And, I felt like, okay, now it's not even as windy. Check this goddamn thing. I felt like I was just going in circles. I kept starting businesses and realized I didn't want to do any of those things, and then I felt like shit because it's like, damn, why can't I ever finish what I start? And all of these things, I felt lost. And it was really because I didn't know myself, but it doesn't really matter because all of those things are contributing to this one higher thing, which is being a coach in all aspects. Knowing about holistic healing, knowing about yoga and crystals and Reiki. I also have my Reiki Master certification. Just knowing about all of these different things and being able to tie them in to being a holistic life coach overall. So my point in saying all of this is, you don't, sorry y'all, that hill back there kicked my ass. But the point of me saying all of this is that whatever you keep going back to, whatever it is that you love, your top 3 to 5, favorite followers, like favorite accounts, social media accounts, the things you search up the most on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, what do you keep looking at on social media? What kind of content do you keep looking at? What did you like to do as a child? What did you want to be when you grew up, type shit. Think about all of these things, and that will lead you to your purpose and what you're passionate about. But for me, it's always been teaching and educating, and also just being a coach and helping people, and I want to help people. I want to empower people to become the best versions of themselves. So with all of that being said, create a business doing something that you love, and discipline won't be the question because you love doing it. You don't ever let's say, think of a relationship, for example. Let's say you in love. You don't ever have to fucking most people, you don't ever have to get disciplined to go see your girlfriend. Like, you want to go see your girlfriend because you love them, you want to be around them. Same thing with having a best friend or whatever. You have a best friend, you want to be around them. You don't have to get disciplined to go do something that you love or be around someone you love. If you love it, you do this shit naturally. It's no gaining discipline. I hate that fucking shit. Like, you don't have to have discipline, you just have to do what the fuck you like doing. Like an artist, for example, someone who loves to draw, they just draw on their free time. They draw whenever they feel stressed out or bored, or they just draw. They could even be draw at work, draw in class. Like, they just love drawing. They don't need discipline to fucking draw. Stupid. But anyway, it's about organizing, structuring yourself, and creating a framework aka a routine that embodies all of the aspects that you need, that balances out all of the aspects that you need as far as health-wise. Health and career. That's like the top things, really. And for some, it may be family also. But yeah, overall, 4-hour workday, 4 things that you can build on right now that will get you to your goals, and be consistent with that. Realize if you can work for somebody else all day long, you can work for yourself. And if you think about yourself as an adult, as an elder, you're dying. You're on your deathbed, basically, and you're reflecting on your life. Would you be happy with the choices that you made or that you're going to make? Well, not going to make, because, if you're going to die, then, it's over. But I'm saying, would you be happy with your life choices? Or would you regret your life choices? That's the main thing. That's really what's driving me, because I know that I have to do this. Even, I just kept, also I'm like getting pushed towards doing these things. When I say push towards, it's like I've tried to distract myself with weed, with alcohol, with partying, with relationships, mainly relationships. I tried to distract myself with all types of shit. Learning, excessive learning. When I know that I have more information than I need already, I'm ready to start right now. And I kept on pushing it off into a long-term goal when I could start this shit right now. Tried all kinds of fucking things to escape. And all of those things failed. With weed, my throat started hurting so bad that I couldn't even take another puff. Smoking fucking grabber leaves and shit. But I couldn't even take another puff because my throat was hurting so bad. Alcohol, started to black out, lose my memory, and get fucked up and all distracted with like what I was supposed to be doing. Like, for example, I could have my routine perfect and then go out the next day and drink, and then I have to bounce back 3 days from a fucking hangover. And then on top of that, I had to recalibrate myself. And that takes so much time when I could have been 5 days ahead. As far as relationships, distracting myself with relationships, overextending myself to stay in these relationships when I just need to be focusing on myself. That's the whole thing. Focusing on myself and my growth and my dreams, my goals. If you give yourself 1 full year of fuck partying, fuck relationships, fuck everything else, you just tunnel vision, go head first, dive head first into your goals. Stay focused for a good 6 months to 1 year. Your fucking life will change. All you really need to do is give yourself 6 months. Fuck a year right now. Give yourself 6 months of straight focus, determination on your goals, and consistency. You owe that to yourself. Who the fuck doesn't want to have a luxurious life? Who doesn't want to have, who doesn't want to eat out and travel and have their own shit? Even if you don't want to have the name brand things, but what about the land? Who doesn't want to have their own land and have their own farm and grow their own food, have their own well? Who doesn't want to buy their own fucking island? Shit, I want to buy my own goddamn island. You want these things. You don't have to be educated and spiritual and broke. You can be educated, spiritual, and successful. You don't have to be broke as shit and smart as shit at the same time. And that's what I thought for a long time. I was just like, I don't need to be in this corporate shit. I can just go pitch a tent in the middle of the woods. Yeah, okay. Alone, unhappy, bored. Yeah, no. It's not gonna last that long. You need people. You need experiences, and you need to continuously grow. Everything is around you. It's continuously changing. The climate is changing. The planet is changing. Your cells are dying and renewing themselves and reproducing and creating new cells. Like, you're becoming a new person physically every single day. But you have to align your mindset with the changes that you're going through physically and spiritually. So, yeah, that's all I have. I don't even know what the fuck I'm titling this video because I just talked about so many different things. But yeah, hope it was helpful. Peace.